myself. My name is Obomneme Abilisi. I'm a Nigerian. I'm an author. And in the course of my interaction with street children in Kenya, I was inspired to write a book and also published here in Kenya. This book is titled The Detested. It follows the life of a runaway child from the interiors of Kenya and to Nairobi. He came to Nairobi, actually trafficked to Nairobi because he was promised a better life in Nairobi, in the city. So when he came here, found that those policies were not forthcoming. He ended up on the dump site in Kayole, somewhere in Kayole, where he scavenged for plastics and metals just to be able to feed at least once a day. So at the end of the day, because he had a noble character, he was one of those boys who would not indulge in drugs or sniff glue or even engage in pickpocketing and stuff like that. He was able to be picked because of his talent. He had a talent for football. He was picked to play football in a world-class football program. So actually it's the story of hope. It's the story of hope. And my intention is that this story will be told and that young people like Mina, who is the main character, should be able to learn from the story in this book that irrespective of whatever they are facing at the moment, that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. That if they do persevere and focus on the things that makes them human and the things that makes them great, because each and every one of us has something that makes us great. It's for us to find that stuff, listen to the inner voice, as it's told in this story. Mina kept having flashes of dreams of where he is playing football, where he is in the city stadium and he's playing and people are applauding him, He kept seeing images in his dreams that one day he'll become a star, And the thing he did was that he never took drugs, so he didn't lose that dream. And that's got me happy, At the end of the day, that dream came to light and he was picked to play football. So it's a story of hope. Also, when you see people on the streets, in my experience, because I've had a lot of interactions with these young children, young people on the streets, there's a reason why they are there. They didn't just fall off from the skies. Okay? There's a reason. Goes down to the smallest family, the smallest societal unit, which is the family. Maybe there's a dysfunctional family, or maybe there's a catastrophic event somewhere, like at a very young age. So she was a teenage girl trying to find her way in life, okay? And in the process, she got pregnant. She didn't have any orientation how to take care of the child. And upon that, she was prone to alcoholic indulgence. So he could not take care of the young child. That's how Mina did not get the love he should get from home. That's why he ran. So I'm taking us back to the point where I'm saying, as a society, as a continent, as humanity, we need to listen and check what are the main reasons why these children end up on the streets. Not having the family warmth, the love that they deserve as young people, not having any form of mentorship from people in society. And let's not forget, it's the kind of extreme experiences that they have in the street at a young age that prepare some of them, they go astray. And then they end up being criminals in the society. So it's also commendable what you are doing here today, because I've walked in, I've seen your setup, we've had a brief chat, you have more than 30 young people here that you are nurturing. It's also commendable. And we also wish that to say that your efforts need to be replicated on a larger scale, because you see, you cannot do it all. There are many young people out there striving for love, striving for attention, and we need to bring this discussion to the forefront as a continent to be able to tackle this problem. Yeah, this book has many themes, very carefully selected themes that hopes to expose some of the most perturbing societal ills that we face in Africa. For example, and as you go through the story, you get to discover the themes. There's the theme of HIV, and then there's the theme of HIV stigmatization. There's the theme of alcohol and abuse of alcohol. There's the theme of child trafficking, child labor, and child molestation. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's not a sad story. The most important thing is that Minor, as a young boy, as the protagonist in the book, was able to persevere whatever life threw at him, and in his teenage age, he was able to be picked to play football in Germany. So it's a story of hope. Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. So I'll just present the book, and then I'll just present it to you. Yeah, just to present the book, and then I think we'll be done. But if you have something to say after that, it's okay. We can. Yeah.
I think you've catched up well
with her. Yeah.
Some moments, and she has taken you through to So just to introduce myself, I'm Zencho Kiplagat. I'm a social worker.
Oh, great.
One of my biggest responsibility is to rescue and to trust their families.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Together with Manu. Can you introduce yourself?
Okay.
So I'm called Emmanuel Espitar.
Okay.
So I work here as a social worker. As Zedrick have said, our biggest responsibility is to rescue.
Okay.
As you have said, you have interacted with most of the boys on the street. Also, as we do that, we interact with them, talk to them, tell them about Embrace, and then if they are willing to come here to our center, then we use a legal process.
Very good.
To bring them here. Yeah. And then after that, we trace their family, and then we integrate them back to their family through the legal process that we follow at the start.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it is also quite commendable. Some of the themes that you mentioned having been captured in the book is also some of the things that we actually interact with them day by day, working with these children. So it is not a book sourced from illusions and fictions. Actually, these are true stories. These are true experiences that these children undergo. And by God's grace, we are here to respond to them. And God's help to find a solution and to be a long-lasting solution for the future of these boys, young boys. Good.
Yeah. Great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So if I can just to present to you, and I really hope you feel encouraged. We can't commend you enough for the work you're doing.
Thank you.
We can only hope that you feel encouraged as you go through this job that you're doing. You're doing it for humanity. You're doing it for Africa. And we know that many of the children that you lift will, at the end of the day, still remember you. When they become great in life, they'll come back here and plow back so that more children will be rescued. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So, quickly, there's some stuff, because this is actually how I started. I started off gathering them and buying food, and then have money. in the Eastlands, Umoja area, sometimes CBD. But at some point, I felt that handing them food and money might not be enough. Okay.
Yes.
It's not a long-lasting solution. So I felt that's how I got inspired that this story must get out there. Yeah, with intention that as a continent and as a people, that we can get this discussion to the highest levels of discussion and see how we can have a long trace the root causes why these things happen. And once we're able to do that as a people, I believe that we'll have less of them. So today we have to accept the small token, just very little breakfast stuff. Yeah. And going forward, you have my email, you have my contacts. I hope that when you have your programs and you carry me along, okay, yeah, so that we can see ways that we can work together. Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay.